out to Money Brown, man. Respect Junior. Boy, Money Brown, he get a lot of money, so I call him Money Brown.
Give a shout out to Money Brown TV from the Punchline.
Yo, it's your boy Ben Thompson from FightHype.com. I just want to send a shout out to my man Money Brown TV.
Yeah.
What's good, Money Brown TV? What up, what up?
Yeah.
Yo, what's going on after the fight? Well, it's your boy Money back with another one, man. And we talking a rematch between Anthony Joshua and Andy Ruiz. Part 2. Going down in Saudi Arabia. You understand? Anthony Joshua back in the gym training his ass off. Understanding the opportunity here. Understanding what's at stake. Understand that his career is at jeopardy. You know what I mean? His career is in jeopardy. You know? Anthony Joshua cannot suffer another loss to Andy Ruiz. He cannot. The truth of the matter is he cannot suffer another loss to Andy Ruiz. You know? It'll be devastating to him. You know, it'll be devastating to him and it'll be devastating to his career. It's like, I won't write Anthony Joshua off for having 2 losses to Andy Ruiz. We can just say Andy Ruiz got his number. But he's going to take a big hit in credibility. He's going to take a big hit in popularity. And he's going to take a big hit in his boxing game just in general. You understand? Andy Ruiz, understanding that he got everything to lose now. You know? He went into the first fight having nothing to lose and everything to gain. Now he was victorious. He has everything to lose. You know? He's riding a high. He's on cloud 37. You dig what I mean? We seeing him, you know, enjoying himself, enjoying his win. I have no problem with what Andy Ruiz doing. A lot of cats I heard acting like they going crazy because they see Andy, you know, enjoying himself out at the club partying. Yo, the fight into December. He got time to chill. Andy he ain't damaging his body. He ain't drinking. He ain't smoking. He just enjoying himself and enjoying the fruits of his labor. But now, with everything on the line now, you know, how hungry are you, Andy? Knowing you got millions and millions of dollars coming, you are set for the rest of your life. You know what I mean? Is this fight everything to you? Or is it like, fuck it, I hit the jackpot and I'm good now? You know what I mean? Anthony Joshua, like I say, he cannot take another loss. So I know he's training his ass off. I ain't gonna say he can't take another loss. He can't take another loss to Andy Ruiz. He can't lose his titles. Say the things he say. It was a lucky punch. He wasn't focused. He was focused on Wilder, and then go out there and lose again to Andy Ruiz. Mentally, it's gonna f him up. You know what I mean? It's really gonna fuck him up. If he take another loss, yeah, he might go into depression mode. You know, I like Kell Brook, Earl Spence. You know what I mean? But in my humble opinion, I think he trained his ass off. I think he understands that it's nothing after Andy Ruiz if he don't get past him. So I think he's taking Andy Ruiz 100% serious. Knowing there's no Deontay Wilder, no Tyson Fury, no Dylan White if he don't get a W. Now, Andy Ruiz, listen, I understand, you know, you're on cloud 9, but now it's time to say, fuck everything. You don't have the titles. This is the mentality you gotta have. You don't have the titles. You are the challenger. Train like you want it. You understand me? Train like you want it. This right here is a career-defining moment. Yes, you made it, man. You beat Anthony Joshua. You became unified champion. Most people don't become a world champion, but you became unified champion. You hold 3 titles. You hold 3 titles. But now, you got to go in there, man. You got to, like, this moment right here is so big for you, Andy Ruiz. It's so big for you. Whether people want to say the first fight was a fluke, this, that, and the third, not me. I understand you went in there, you took them titles. But for the people who doubt you, you know what I mean? For the naysayers, for the people who want to say, oh, this fat guy this fat guy that, not understanding that you are healthy and in shape. And some people just look that way, but can be more healthier than a motherfucker with an 8-pack. You dig what I mean? This is for you to go in there and prove to them that you are the real deal, that you are serious, that you are being overlooked as one of the best heavyweights in the world. You dig what I mean? And go in there and shine, man. And go in there and shine. You dig? This gonna be one hell of a fight, yo. This is gonna be one hell of a fight. Cause like I said, I believe Anthony Joshua is so fucking serious right now. So serious because he understands that his career is on the line. It's on the line, bro. It's on the line. Like, The Wilder fight can still be savage if you go in there and you get your titles back. But if you go in there and lose to Andy Ruiz the second time, nobody gonna really want to see you fight Deontay Wilder. You know what I mean? I would love to still see you fight him. You know what I mean? But in this day and age, with the fans that we have in sports nowadays, with all you gotta do is lose one fight and your career is over with. You're a has-been, you're a hype job, this, that, and the third, even if you reign with 3 titles for however long. You know what I mean? If you lose twice to the same person, they really gonna write you off. They really gonna write you off. You know what I mean? Even your promoter might even lose some faith in you. And it's just the nature of the beast. You know what I mean? It's the nature of the beast. Like I say, I like Kell Brook again. Lost to Triple G, lost to Errol Spence, and it looked like they lost faith in Kell Brook. Even though they put him in certain fights, Kell Brook wasn't the same Kell Brook. You know what I mean? We can say the eye injury, this, that, and the third, but we just seen what happened with the fans, with the promoters, and how hard they went for him. And as much money as Anthony Joshua generates, as many fans and as many asses as he put in the seats over in the UK in the O2 arena, when you at your lowest peak, man, when you at your lowest peak, people will jump off the bandwagon. Trust me, they will jump off the bandwagon. They won't give a damn about you, especially in this boxing game. You know what I mean? Fans are fickle, and they don't give a damn. All they want to see is you win. And as long as you win and they can get some type of high off of it, they're going to ride your ass until the wheels fall off. But let you lose twice to the same person, oh man, they'll feel ashamed. They'll feel ashamed and turn their backs on you quicker than the blink of an eye. It's just the nature of the beast. You know what I mean? It's just the nature of the beast. But looking at this rematch, man, looking at the rematch, Anthony Joshua has to make an adjustment of going in there and stand behind his jab, using his 1-2, and let Andy Ruiz run into something. You know, he cannot rush his attack. He cannot. You cannot play that because that's Andy Ruiz's game plan. That's Andy Ruiz's style. He wants you to throw so he can throw with you. And that way he can get in the inside and he can work your body and he can come up top on your ass. You know, Andy got fast hands and fast feet. And Anthony Joshua is not quick enough to get out the way of Andy Ruiz once he's in the inside. He's just not. You know what I mean? He's just not. That's why he's trying to fight himself out of trouble instead of, you know what I mean, grabbing on and just resetting himself and making Andy Ruiz reset. He trying to fight himself out of trouble, and he can't do that because once he try to grab, Andy already in the midst of throwing, and he's so damn fast that if he at the body, he coming back up to the head. So if you're reaching down, he coming up, and you fucked. You dig what I mean? You're fucked. So what Anthony Joshua have to do is stay on the outside, use a strong, hard jab. You know what I mean? A strong, hard jab, and try to keep Andy Ruiz modest. Let Andy know, yeah, you run up in here, your ass gonna feel something hot. You gonna feel something hot. And something coming behind that. You dig what I mean? So that's the type of game Joshua got to play, and he can do that. Anthony Joshua can do that. He just can't get caught into the firefight. You know what I mean? He can't get caught into the firefight, you know? Some people think Joshua can't box better than Andy Ruiz, but I beg the difference. I beg the difference. I do believe Anthony Joshua can box better than Andy Ruiz. He just got to want to do it, and he got to be mentally tough enough to stick behind the game plan, even when he get cracked with something that look like Andy Ruiz getting the best of him. It's all about just sticking to the game plan, you know? That's all you got to do. But, easier said than done, because one thing Andy will do is find a way to get in the inside. He will find a way to get in the inside, and it seems like he kind of mastered fighting taller fighters. You know, it's like Andy is not afraid to fight taller fighters, and he will go in and take it to give it. He will take it to give it. The work is on the inside, Andy Ruiz will take it. You know, he's a warrior. He's a warrior, and that's what you got to salute, and that's what you got to like about Andy Ruiz. He's not afraid to take that punch to get inside the land here because he has a lot of faith in himself to go in there and know that, all right, if you touch me and you don't hurt me and I get in the inside, your ass is mine. Your ass is mine because you're not going to be able to handle my attack. You know, and Andy Ruiz got one hell of an attack once he get in the inside, bro. Once he get in the inside, he got a hell of an attack. So Joshua's going to have to negate that shit by locking his little ass up. You know, locking him up strong. None of that weak shit. Lock him. Make the referees break you. Fuck the booze. If you want your belts back, you got to do what you got to do. And being afraid to grab or too proud for the grab and hold on, it ain't going to work for you. You got to be ready to do what you got to do to get them belts back. That means if you got to grab this little short motherfucker, push him down just to reset, you got to do what you got to do. Because Andy ain't going to stop. He going to keep coming. He's going to keep coming. He's going to keep coming until he gets you. I mean, he's going to keep coming until he gets you. He got all the confidence in the world. Knowing that he got you once, he definitely think that he can get you again. So Anthony Joshua got to go in there and show this boy that, you know what, the first time around, you did your thing. But this ain't going to be that this time around. You know what I mean? This ain't going to be that this time around. You going to play my game. And I'm going to stick your ass from the outside all night long until you run into something, and I hurt your ass bad enough for me to jump on you and get you out of there. That's what his game plan is going to have to be. Because if he go in there and he halfway do it with the jab and he feel good and he touched Andy with something and next thing you know he feel like he want to bang it out, that ain't going to work. In my opinion, that's not going to work. Because one thing about Anthony Joshua, you can't fix the gas tank. Not being a heavyweight, not putting on the muscle. And I truly believe Joshua's going to slim down, but still, heavyweight division, some things you just can't fix. I mean, some things you just can't fix. And I do believe Anthony Joshua have a gas problem. You know what I mean? I do believe he got a gas problem. And I ain't talking about the gas come out your ass. I'm talking about the gas to stand in that ring and go in longevity if somebody putting the pressure on you. And Andy Ruiz is that type of fighter to put the pressure on and get to the body and try to wear you down. The first fight, Andy did a beautiful body shot, man, when he got on the inside. So Joshua's going to have to be wary of those things and try to, like I say, keep that hard jab on his ass and make it snappy enough to make Andy Ruiz respect it, to where he know, like, damn, I know if I fuck up and I get hit with that jab, you know, I'm going to pay. I'm going to pay. That's the type of jab you got to have against this dude, man. Because if you don't hit Andy with something hard and if you don't respect it, that short, chubby motherfucker going to keep coming until he gets you. And that's a fact. That's a fact. It's going to be one hell of a fight in the desert, man. One hell of a fight. And I got to touch on, did Eddie Hearn, you know, get what he want? Or did Andy Ruiz play his cards right? You know, we all know Eddie Hearn wanted that fight in the desert. We all know that he wanted to exercise his power and prove that, you know what, Andy go, you know, bounce to my rhythm and to my tune, and he go get his ass to the desert and fight. If not, his ass will be getting sued. You dig what I mean? And he got Andy to the desert. You know what I mean? We seen the things coming out talking about he was going to sue Andy Ruiz. But the one thing that we all know, Andy Ruiz got more money than what Eddie Hearn offered the first time. So did Andy Ruiz play his cards right, or did Eddie Hearn get what he want? You know? In my opinion, I got to say Andy played his cards right. You know? Because one thing Andy knew is either the fight can happen in the UK, or like when I signed that contract, I knew Eddie Hearn had the power for the fight to happen wherever he works, and I had some say so. But the main focus is always the bad. Always the bad. And I'm happy that Andy got more money, because in my opinion, I said Andy is worth between 15 to 20 million in a rematch, because we know Eddie poured in a lump sum. And I'm going to say it again, he poured in a lump sum for Saudi Arabia. You know, he ain't going to tell you the numbers, but we know Anthony Joshua getting paid healthy. And if you going to pay Joshua healthy, you damn sure going to pay me healthy. Point blank period. Ain't no beating around the bush for my money. You know? And we know he got Al Haymon in this corner as well. Come on now. Stop playing. And y'all boys out here hating on Andy Ruiz for getting his money, you better go stick a stick up one of y'all ass. He did the right thing. He's supposed to hold out. You know what I mean? Bluff him out. Let him know, if you don't come with the right bag, I don't give a damn. Take me to court, sue me, do what the hell you want to do. But you gonna pay me what's mine. Point blank period. I'm holding on to 3 titles, and you talking about you go fucking lowball me? Ain't gonna happen. And I don't care what nobody say, talking about, oh, Andy, you know what, you didn't have nothing, you being ungrateful, or Joshua put this in your pocket, you had a chance of a lifetime, and you want to do them like that. Man, shut y'all ass up. Y'all not in that ring taking punches to the head. Y'all not getting hit by a heavyweight in the face. You know what I mean? Y'all not gonna have to go home to your woman or your family and piss blood at nighttime, or lay up there with a headache, or go to the emergency room for a swollen hand, or gotta get stitched up. You dig what I mean? These men are taking real punishment in that ring. This not the WWE. Even though they take punishment in the WWE, this not the WWE. You can lose your damn life with one punch in that boxing ring. So I don't knock no man for going to get their money, especially when they know it's a lot of money on the table. Cut my half. You know what I mean? Cut my half. And we can get it on, regardless what a boxing ring at. I don't think Andy Ruiz had a problem where the boxing ring was at. I just think he wanted his paper. You know what I mean? And Al was going to make sure he get his paper. You You know what I mean? The Godfather got him his money. Now the fight's happening in the desert. You dig? So Eddie did get what he wanted. He wanted the fight to happen in the desert. And like I said in one of my live streams, Eddie Hearn has too much pride to shake hands with them Saudi Arabian captains, you know what I mean, them chiefs over there, and say we're going to make the fight happen over in the desert, to turn around and say, you know what, I'm sorry, this guy don't want it to happen here, when he's not, quote unquote, the biggest draw, and to say, damn, I let him, you know, run the table. You know, Eddie wasn't going to let that happen. I told y'all, he's too prideful. He's a prideful man. So he's going to do everything in his powers to make sure the fight happened in Saudi Arabia, because he already shook hands, signed a contract, and took them people money. So there's no turning your back on them people. Otherwise, they'll look at you and say, you know what, you fucked us, Eddie. You fucked us out of a big fight. We wanted that fight here in Saudi Arabia. We agreed to the fight. And then you turn around and say, you know what, it can't happen because the guy you say is not the bigger draw don't want to fight her. How come you didn't pull strings? You say you got the strings to pull. You supposed to be the man. You say the contract this, that, and the third, and you control where the fight goes. Then why the fight's not happening here? You think Eddie Hearn was going to walk away with shit on his face and look really stupid? Already with Anthony Joshua losing the titles, with Dillian White fell into PEDs, you know what I'm saying, and fucking up the WBC ranking for himself? Hell no. Hell no. He wasn't turning around like we all should have knew that. We all should have knew that. So, like I said, man, I knew the fight was going to happen in Saudi Arabia. I had no doubts about it. No doubts at all. You know, because I knew Eddie Hearn was too prideful. And for him to have a press conference with no fighters and bring a Saudi Arabian captain on stage and say we making it happen, he wasn't going to be made to look like an asshole. He wasn't going to be made to look like an asshole. So I think they both got what they wanted. Eddie wanted to fight in Saudi Arabia. Eddie Ruiz wanted more money. He got what he wanted. He got what he wanted. Shake hands, dust it off. The fight is on. You dig what I mean? The fight is on. It's going to be one hell of a fight. You know, I got Anthony Joshua being victorious to get his titles back. You know, I think it's going to be a rough, tough-ass fight for him, but I think he persevered this time. You know, I think he persevered this time, and for the reasons, like I said, there's no way he can lose to Andy Ruiz the second time, knowing what the world of boxing is going to do to him. If you think they crucify him for losing the first time, imagine what they're going to do if he loses the second time. Like I say, 2 losses don't mean your career is over. But now in this day and age in boxing, oh man, you retired. You retired. That's just how the boxing fans is nowadays. It's really no real boxing fans in this game anymore. You know, it's all about you know, who can stay on top, who can stay undefeated, and who can run the table. You know, and if you got 2 losses under your belt against the same man who took your titles, then a la Chocolatito, you know, you fall off heavy. You fall off heavy. Don't let Andy drop your ass and knock you out again. Oh, it's really over. No Bomb Squad, no Gypsy King, you know what I mean? No Dillian White, the body snatcher, you know what I mean, who failed the PDs, but still no Dillian White. No big time fights. You're gonna have to do some real serious get back to get those big fights again. Because after that, Andy Ruiz will go on to unify and have an undisputed fight against Deontay Barnes Bomber Wilder, and we know what's gonna happen in that fight. And once Wilder get his hands on them belts, man, who knows what's gonna happen. You dig what I mean? So I feel like they both got what they wanted. I feel like it's gonna be a hell of a fight in the desert. We will be streaming this fight on my Instagram. It's going down December the 7th. You know what I'm saying? What's that, 9 days away from my birthday? So we damn sure gonna be turning up, man. You dig what I mean? But we just gonna see what happens, man. Can Anthony Joshua pull it off, get his titles back? I say yes, but I'm not gonna say Andy Ruiz can't pull it off and stay the unified champion and move on to bigger, better things while Joshua fight his way back to glory. You dig what I mean? But we know the UK people gonna stand heavy behind Anthony Joshua. We gonna see do they come out to the desert. We gonna see if the Mexican people come out to the desert. We got certain fighters saying they going out there. It's a beautiful thing in Saudi Arabia to see a fight out there. And we'll just see what happens, man. We'll just see what happens. But I will go on record and say this. It's going to be one hell of a fight that we all go enjoy and we can watch it over. You know what I mean? We can watch it over. So let's just see what happens, man. I got Anthony Joshua, 9th round knockout. 9th round knockout, Anthony Joshua. But I fucks with Andy Ruiz, man. He can pull it off too, you know? But let's just see. Until then, it's your boy Monty. That's the NFBC moving. Everybody safe in these streets. Hit them thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. If you want to donate, it's in the description. And I'll be back with another one, family.